Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see two programs based on arrays. First program is display the negative and positive numbers in order. That is, say for example, if you have a collection of positive and negative numbers, first display the negative numbers followed by the positive numbers without changing the order. That is, you don't sort it in ascending or descending. It should be first negative numbers and then the positive numbers. And next program is sum of odd and sum of even numbers. Say if you have a list of elements, you have to find whether the element is odd number or even number. If it is odd number, you have to add it into a separate variable, and if it is an even element, then your even number, then you have to add it into a separate variable and then finally display it. So you will see one by one. The first program is negative and positive. Write a Java program to store 10 numbers including positive and negative numbers in a single dimensional array, popularly called as SDA. So you are going to store 10 numbers in a single dimensional array which include both positive and negative numbers. Display all the negative numbers followed by the positive numbers without changing the order of the numbers. You can see the sample input which has 10 elements which has mixed of positive and negative numbers, and output you can see negative numbers will be printed first and then followed by the positive numbers, but you can see that it is not in any order. It is not in ascending or descending order. It is just negative number first and then positive number without changing the order. So in the order which you are going to give the input, you are going to display it. So we are going to see the program. Before that, you are going to see the solution. First thing is you have to accept the array of 10 numbers. So you have to use a loop and then accept the values and store it into an array of 10, size 10. And then you are going to display the negative numbers first by checking the condition. If ARR of I is lesser than 0, if the element is lesser than 0, display it. If it is greater than 0, you can skip that. Okay, after displaying the negative numbers, use another loop and check whether the condition is if ARR of I is greater than or equal to 0, including 0. If it is greater than or equal to 0, you have to display the positive numbers. So this is the logic you are going to use it in this program. Now coming to the program, you can see created a scanner object, and then you declared an array variable which is size 10. Okay, ARR is the variable and it is of integer data type. Now I am going to input the numbers, 10 numbers from the user. So you have to use a loop. So for I equal to 0, I lesser than 10, I plus plus, so that it will execute this 10 times, so that it will accept 10 numbers, integer number, and store it into the array variable. So first number will be stored in ARR of 0, because the array variable starts from the subscript value will start from 0. The I value is used, which is also 0. So it will, first value will be stored in ARR of 0, second value will be stored in ARR of 1. So it goes on like that till ARR of 9. Now you are going to display, directly you are going to display, no processing here, you are going to just display. After processing, immediately you are going to display the number. So first thing what you are going to do is display negative numbers followed by the positive. So that is a message you are going to give. Now you are going to execute the loop again for 10 times. Now here you are going to check if ARR of I is lesser than 0, display the values. That is, you are going to display the negative numbers. If it is lesser than 0, immediately display it. And you can see I am using system out print, so that it will be displayed next with space in between. You can see a space has been displayed here. Now after doing this, after executing 10 times, after finding out the negative numbers, stop the loop, comes out of it, again execute another loop, same procedure, but only difference is here if ARR of I is greater than or equal to 0, then you display the positive numbers will be displayed here. So this is the logic you are going to use. You are going to compile this program and see. No syntax errors. Okay. Now right click, public static void main is selected, click OK. Now I am going to enter 10 numbers. So I am going to enter say 12 minus 45, 16, 35, minus 75, minus 15, then 67, then 29. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then two more numbers now. Minus 56 and a positive number 28. Now press enter. You can see display negative numbers followed by the positive. You can see first four numbers are the negative numbers, which is in the same order. So 45, minus 75, minus 15 and minus 56, which has been displayed. Then you can see the positive number, that is 12, 16, 35, 67, 29 and 28, which has been the same order, but you can see the output is first negative numbers followed by the positive numbers. The second example is sum of odd and sum of even. Write a Java program to store 20 numbers, even and odd numbers. So it should be mixed of even and odd numbers in a single dimensional array, SDA. Calculate and display the sum of all even numbers and all odd numbers separately. So store it in separately. The solution is check each and every element whether it is odd or even by the given criteria. So criteria will be like this: if ARR of I is percentage 2 equal to 0. So when you divide any number by 2, if the remainder is 0, so that's a modular symbol. You can see that percentage will be the modulus operator, which will give you the remainder. So if the number is divisible by 2, then it is even. So if it is equal to 0 means it is an even number. So you can add it into a separate variable for a sum of even. If it is not equal to 0, okay, then it should be an odd number. So you can add it into a separate variable. So we are going to see the program for that, sum, odd and even. Okay. In this program, what I done is I created an variable, array variable of 20 elements. You can store up to 20 elements here. So the variable will be the same ARR. And now I have included two more variables, sum odd, which will store the odd numbers. That is addition of odd numbers, and sum of even numbers will be stored here. And then I am initializing it as 0. Because I am going to use the variable, and along with this variable I am going to add it. So I need an initial value, default value, that is 0. Okay. So first thing is you have to input the value. So you are going to give an loop statement to input 20 numbers. So 0, I value is 0 and I lesser than 20, I plus plus. So this loop will be executed 20 times, and you are going to input 20 integer numbers and store it into the array. Now next is calculating the sum of odd and even numbers. So I am using a loop to calculate that. So this will be executed 20 times again. And here I am going to check the condition: if ARR of I percentage 2 equal to 0. That means you are going to check whether the first number is divisible by 2. If it is divisible by 2, the remainder will be 0. So if it is 0, then it is an even number. So you are going to add it into the variable given, sum even, equal to sum even plus ARR of I. So ARR of I will be the variable, and then you are going to add it with sum even, which has a default value 0, and it will add it in and it will be stored in sum even variable itself. And next time if you are using the same variable, already sum even has some value which will be added with a new element, that is new value, which is stored in ARR, and it will be stored back into sum even. So it goes on till the loop get executed. If the condition is false, that means if it is not divisible by 2 and it is not equal to 0, then it is not, obviously it is an odd number. So same process, only thing is different variable, sum odd equal to sum odd plus ARR of I. That is the only difference here. So you are going to store the odd number here. So finally, after the loop is executed, you will have a list of odd numbers and sum of odd numbers and sum of even numbers stored. You are going to display it individually. You can see sum of odd numbers, which is being stored in sum odd, will be displayed. Sum of even number will be displayed, which is stored in sum even. So now you are going to compile this. No syntax errors. Close. Now execute the program. So you need to input 20 numbers. So I am typing the numbers, continuous numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can press enter. You can continue the next line. So no problem in that. So keep and count. If you can't keep and count of it, you can always press enter and type. Since I am giving consecutive number, I can keep and track with how many numbers have been entered. So 20 numbers have been entered. Now you can see the sum of odd number is 100 and sum of even number is 110. So this will be the result of this program. Hope you understood both the programs. You can try it in the system. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, thank you.